This question came from a viewer on my main channel, Average to Jacked, and he asked, with one set to failure, how do you actually apply progressive overload? It's actually really simple compared to doing multiple sets because you just focus on improving that one set. So for your main compound movements, I like to stay somewhere in the 6 to 10 rep range. And all a compound movement is just using multiple muscle groups at once. So think something like a bench press, a squat, a row, or even a pull-up. Basically movements where you can move the most weight and create the most overall tension. For each of those, I start with a weight where I can reach failure at around 6 reps. So let's say you're doing a chest press and you hit 6 reps this week with good form, taking all the way to failure. The next time you come in and do that workout, your job is to beat that by just 1 rep. And once you can hit the top of that range, which is 10 for that exercise, that's when you add weight and start back at the lower end again, which is 6. And that's progressive overload in literally the simplest form. You're either adding reps, you're adding weight. Now, when it comes to isolation movements, things like lateral raises, curls, cable crunches, you can push that rep range a little higher. And for me, that's usually somewhere around 12 to 15 reps. The reason is those movements don't handle heavy loading the same way compounds do. I look at them more about control and just tension and keeping the muscle doing the work. So instead of forcing heavier and heavier weight on your isolations and letting your form break down, you stay in that slightly higher range and focus on clean reps and still taking that set to failure. But it's technically the same idea though. So if you did 12 reps this week, next week you try to get 13, then the next week you try to get 14, and then eventually 15. Then you'll bump the weight up, drop the rep range back down, and just continue to repeat that process. So that's it. That's how you do progressive overload on one set to failure. At least that's how I do it. I hope that answered your question, bro. And if any of you guys watching want me to answer one of your questions in a future video, just drop it below. And if you're looking for a step-by-step program that works no matter if you're fat right now, if you're skinny fat, or you're just skinny, and also works no matter your age and the equipment you have access to, click the link below in the comment section to learn more about how I can help. Peace.